Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. We start the road trip with the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Josh Tomlin, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, something to watch. He has not thrown well at home. Been much better on the road. Really no explanation for it, but he's got to change that trend.
Corey Dickerson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Grounded to the right. Kipnis is there. One away. Time now for a look at the Rays starting nine. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Boy, just keep doing what they're doing. Every guy in that lineup can hit. They lead the league in average. No team is doing it better than these guys at the moment, so keep attacking the ball at the plate, and they'll continue to put up big numbers even if they don't hit the ball out of the yard.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And something's going to have to give here in game one because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Evan Longoria will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, BOURN. And that's the third out. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Scott Kazmir will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Standing in as the leadoff man, Michael BOURN, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Michael BOURN.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
And something's going to have to give here in game one because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Kazmir has his target, 0-2 on its way. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He comes into this one with a batting average against lefty pitchers over that 300 mark, so clearly he's very comfortable hitting against southpaws. I expect that to translate into a nice game for him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Myers. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
With a guy like this, once that ball gets into the alley out there in right center, you can bet he's going to be thinking three. So that's a good job to get it in quickly and hold him to just a double.
Carlos Santana will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Standing in now, Delman Young, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners on first with one down. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Yan Gomes steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Here comes the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, man, expect to see more incredible defense by Kevin Kiermaier. In 2015, he was the AL Gold Glove winner in center field. The man can absolutely fly in the outfield, not afraid to leave his feet and risk his body to make the unbelievable catch. He makes everything just look routine.
Looking to minimize the damage here, Lonnie Chisenhall is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. On the ground near home. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Indians on top, 1-0. Will Myers will get his first shot here, and you can see that average pushing 400 to this point in the season.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
And that's in there for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far.
Yeah, folks, he's been one of the best in the American League so far this year. Currently third in that department. And I'll tell you, it almost looks like BP when he steps up to the plate. Putting together another nice performance in this one, too.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he falls behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Rayburn looking up. Gone! A two-run shot for Victor Martinez. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Rays take a 2-1 lead.
Oh. 0-2. He'd love to have that pitch back. This is a curveball, and I think he wants this pitch to be nowhere near the zone. Instead, it's an absolute hanger, and that's a kind of mistake that you just can't afford to make with the count in your favor like that.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Lays off 1-0. The average sits at a cool 305 entering play. 4 home runs and 37 RBIs. No outs, nobody on. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Trey Barnett will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Nope.
And he misses again, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. This is in the air out to straightaway center. BOURN has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First offering on its way. Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
John Jaso will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Young on the run, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and Tampa's taking a 2-1 lead. Nick Swisher will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
First baseman, Nick Swisher.
Kazmir gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. This is hit sharply to the left side. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Ryan Rayburn will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
The 0-1 on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
As a hitter, when you're not catching up to the fastball and you're physically fine, a lot of times that means your problem is you're indecisive. You're not sure what you're trying to do at the plate. You're not confident. You're not trusting your ability. Right now, it's more mental than it is physical.
Christopher BATALUCCO comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sharp slider from Kazmir. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Well, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Michael BOURN at the plate now. as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They still trail it here 2-1. Corey Dickerson is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the Tampa Bay third.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
2-0.
Inside.
Line to the right side. Rayburn is there. 2 down.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That's 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Will Myers Rides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Lifted in the air to center. BOURN over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Tampa. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Strike called, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Every time he takes a hill, this ball club has a great chance to walk away with a W. We'll see if he can wrap up another one for him here in this one.
Kazmir's ready. First pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Stepping in, Delman Young. He reached on a single in his first try. In there, strike one.
0-1.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And a swing by Young as he comes up empty. It's 2 strikes now.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Victor Martinez is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Victor Martinez.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now a ball lined to the right side, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting.
Well, here's one of the few things that hasn't gone and tearing the cover off the ball for the last week or two, and he does it again right here, but this time he's going to come up empty.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
That's ball
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard towards second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Into the box now, Trey Barnett. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. They still lead it 2-1. Yan Gomes is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Kazmir into the windup. First pitch on its way. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Lonnie Chisenhall stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
0-1, here's the pitch. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Nick Swisher.
Into the box, Nick Swisher. He singled his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Digging in now, Ryan Rayburn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Hit to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. John Jaso heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
For Tampa Bay, the catcher number 28, John Jaso.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Right side. Kipnis has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The amazing thing is that he's still yet to strike a guy out so far. But when you've got good movement on your off-speed stuff, you don't have to strike guys out to be successful.
Corey Dickerson will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Dribbled back toward the mound. And the throw to Swisher, 2 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he's aboard following the 2-out base hit, and here in the penultimate month of the season, look up that word in your summer homework, kids. It's time to check out the league leaders in team batting average.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at the numbers, you can find the Rays atop the American League in that category. When 1 through 9 in your lineup can pretty much all hit for average, you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of games.
First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Oh, it looks like they might be making something out of nothing here with 2 outs. This inning's not going to amount to much of anything. But now all of a sudden, you get runners at second and third here, and who knows, a third straight hit could get you 2 runs.
Here's Will Myers. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Man, this guy was cruising along. Got the first 2 outs of the inning, and then single, double, single to the last 3 hitters. All of a sudden, the wheels just sort of came off the track.
Victor Martinez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are in front, 4-1. Christopher BATALUCCO will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That backdoor slider catches the corner, or close enough at least. 0-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, guys, at the moment, 4th in the American League. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Kazmir pulls the string on a dandy changeup. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
The Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Jason Kipnis stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Grounded back up the middle. A spin and a throw. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it 4-1. Mark Zipchinski will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Mark Zipchinski.
Daniel Murphy will lead things off as the Rays look to get something going in their half of the 6th.
Daniel Murphy.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw 1 slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Trey Barnett comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard to the right side.
That ball's
Foul. One and one, here it is. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready now, Kevin Kiermaier. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder if he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
John Jaso will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Deandre Navarro will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Rayburn moves over, and that retires the side. One left for Tampa as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Deoner Navarro will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Catching, number 30, Deoner Navarro.
Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
So one away now for Delman Young. First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. You know, getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Young will take the turn and head for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Yan Gomes ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Kazmir sets. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Tribe, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here in Cleveland, we're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Corey Dickerson is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
The count is 1-2.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Softly on a line to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. These guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
One out now in the Tampa Bay 7th. And set to go now is the shortstop, Ben Zobrist. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. Chopped foul right at home plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first with 1 down. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. BOURN's throw will get there too late. He's in safely at third.
He's well on his way to a nice series now. 3rd hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
Will Myers ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
From the stretch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. To short, hit hard. And that's through, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
Victor Martinez will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
First and second now, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. The Rays are out in front, 5-1. Nick Swisher steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
To first, Martinez is up with it, and Martinez will take this one to the bag himself for the out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Ryan Rayburn stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's the pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Christopher BATALUCCO will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Zobrist on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Michael BOURN will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
And they continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Jason Kipnis gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And no one will get this one. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is where the Indians just need one hit.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson waits on it, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. They're down here 5-1. Eli Adler will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Eli Adler.
Daniel Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Logan Forsythe is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Logan Forsythe.
So far.
Yeah, guys, he's got a feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain.
For the second out.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Kevin Kiermaier will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty nice one with the bat. Multi-hit games are always nice to come by.
Pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard to short. BATALUCCO comes up with it. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. As we go to break, one more look at the fine play at short to finish things off. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Logan Forsythe, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Second base, number 11, Logan Forsythe.
Carlos Santana will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
0-2.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Hit hard toward first. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Wow. You've got the guy in the hole 0-2. He's forced to protect the outer edges, but he doesn't have to worry about protecting against a pitch like this. Look where it is. That's a big mistake in location there, leading off an inning.
In now, Delman Young. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Squared that one up just a little late. Nobody out, runner on first. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game.
And here, I think he's trying to get his hands into position to get rid of this ball quickly to second base, but instead, he doesn't even get any leather on it as it goes right by him for an error.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.